Hi all! Everything in my video is pulled from the public domain, and I am using them under the Fair Use, Fair Dealings guidelines. Everything I say is my own opinion. You should look into this information for yourselves, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. All right, you guys, welcome back to video number 2. There's a lot to cover in this video. We're going backtrack again to the whole Sussex Royal thing but you know what? Let's just jump in and get there and you guys can hear it for yourselves. Let's go. All right, here we go. Do you guys remember when Harry sat down with Tom Bradby? He shocked Tom Bradby. They did this whole interview. And this is when Tom Bradby looked at him and said, you called the royal family racist, and Harry shook his head and said, no, we didn't. Let me refresh your memory one more time. Watch this.
In the Oprah interview, you accuse members of your family of racism. You don't even...
No, we didn't. The British press said that.
Right.
Did Meghan ever mention that they were racist?
She said there were troubling comments about
there was concern about his skin colour.
Right. Wouldn't you describe that as essentially racist?
I wouldn't.
So apparently there is a list, okay? It's a National Television Awards long list, which is put together so that the viewers can then decide who makes the short list. The Netflix docuseries didn't make it, and I think Harry thought that the interview, he was going to win some sort of an award for the interview that he gave for ITV. So according to the article, the interview, it was called Harry, the interview. That did make it onto the long list, but then the viewers decided what made it onto the short list, and it did not make the cut. Now, I'm sure Harry's mad because the final 4 were announced, and he was beaten out by Talk TV's Piers Morgan Uncensored, which made it into the final 4. The Graham Norton Show, Louis Theroux interviews, and the Chris and Rosie Ramsey Show, they all made the cut ahead of Harry and Meghan. Go figure. All right, moving on. We know that Harry and Meghan are trying to do something with Charles Dickens. They're trying to remake a classic of Great Expectations. And one of the royal commentators said, it's one thing for Meghan to narrate Elephants for Disney. It's another thing to take on Charles Dickens. I happen to agree. I think it's going to be a massive flop. Moving on, I knew there were articles out there saying that that Catherine was calling Harry late at night to try to talk some sense into him. But Kinsey Schofield, who we know has really good contacts at the palace, said that that is absolutely not true, that there is no truth to it. There's no late night calls to Harry, which, let's be honest. One of the reasons why William is really unhappy with Harry is because of the way Harry and Meghan slandered Catherine by saying that, Catherine made Meghan cry when actually it was the other way around. There's no way that Catherine would go behind William's back to talk to Harry. And of course, articles are coming out saying that Harry will not speak to Catherine until he has Meghan's approval. Excuse me? What did I tell you guys? He's got no gonads left. He can do nothing. Who needs their wife's permission to talk to their sister-in-law of 10, 11 years? Really? I mean, come on. That right there, but the really sad part is I have absolutely no trouble believing that at all, that he has to get his wife's permission before he would talk to Catherine again. Unbelievable. I mean, the man has no, I don't know, he has no inner strength. You guys know what I'm saying? All right, remember I showed you this picture the other day, and Meghan was out to lunch again with friends with no children again. Well, she did it again. She went out to another lunch with a hairdresser friend of hers and an author for belated birthday celebrations. Again, no children. Once again, she's trying to link her name to A-listers. Oh, her friend who does her hair since she moved back also works for Julia Roberts and Kristen Davis from Sex and the City. Throw out those A-lister names. And she wrote, missing Serge Normat. That's another hairdresser in another area. But the point is, she's eating out with her hairdressers. This woman doesn't have any friends. She has employees. Sorry, but yeah, that's the truth. All right, here we go. They're saying that Meghan doesn't need Harry. She wants to be on the same level as Gwyneth Paltrow, Oprah, and Angelina Jolie. Problem is you have to have talent for that. She doesn't have any. They're saying, we already talked about this. She's getting ready to get back on Instagram. She's going to launch the TIG. She's going to do talk shows. There's going to be a huge publicity blitz. It's going to be all about her. And Harry, quite frankly, just doesn't fit into the picture. Yeah, just like he didn't fit into the Spotify deal. You get it? And I have to just point out that supposedly Harry is back in California, and yet you don't see him. Not one picture of him, not one picture of him and Meghan together. It's all Meghan, Meghan, Meghan. Uh-huh. Now, this I just found on Twitter, and I know it's a little out of order, but I had to put this up. Apparently, remember, Harry and Meghan opened Sussex Royal, and they got it copyrighted, and they were going to do Sussex Royal. And this is when the Queen stepped in and said, no, you can't do it. Well, the list of the patent stuff came out of what they were going to slap Sussex Royal on. And this is shocking. Okay, initially they said they're going to do things like instructional booklets and teaching materials, diaries, calendars, posters, art print, greeting cards, get it? Stationery. It's, stuff that says furniture, stuff that says Sussex Royal on it. Then you saw the rest of it. Sussex Royal, here you go. Clothing, footwear, headgear, t-shirts, coats, jackets, trousers, sweaters, dresses, pajamas, hooded tops, caps, hats, bandanas. They were going to merch Sussex Royal. That is why the royal family put a stop to it, you guys. Exactly. Now, for you that don't remember what happened, it was after the Queen found out that they were going to do Sussex Royal that she laid the law down and said, no, you can't do that. And Meghan hopped on. It was pretty obvious that Meghan was running the website. Nobody else was running it. She was the one putting up all the tweets. And she immediately put up a statement. You don't own the word royal. But you know what? Even though you don't own it, we're not going to use it anyway, so you don't have to worry about it. I mean, it was the rudest statement. But they complained that they weren't being treated the same as other members of the royal family who had jobs. They were talking about Beatrice and Eugenie, who held regular daytime jobs. But they are not senior royals. They are not full-time working royals. And they certainly have not monetized their princess titles or any of that. But that's what Harry and Meghan tried to say was going on. This is also when they told the Queen that they were going to keep those HRH titles. Oh, all right, you guys. You know what I want. Leave those comments below. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. If you've already hit it, double check and make sure you are still subscribed. Don't forget to go into the description box and get the links to my Twitter, my Getter, my Rumble, my email, and my physical address. And for those of you who've donated to my coffee fund or through the thanks button, thank you so much. And as always, you guys, have a great day.